based on the success stories of 13 billionaires, self-made women. I'll share the characteristics that stand up and contribute that these women have achieved both success and personal well-being. We all love stories and they fascinate me, both because they inspire me, they give me ideas, and because they provide as well very interesting answers to my research hypothesis. I explain. Since I was little, I'm interested in knowing why. And maybe I stay in the 2 years phase when children get these questions, why this, why that, why everything. This is why I've been always interested in research. And I want to know why, how this or that happens. Why are we here? Why does a person achieve a goal? Why a woman achieve her life purpose? And the most important of all, why can't I do the same? Or why I cannot share what I have learned so that other women can do it too? Well, so after some fascinating research, today I'm share with you 6 characteristics that I have found in common in the lives and personalities from 13 super successful businesswomen who also seems to have fabulous personal lives, either because they have the family, the children, or because they live their singleness or special relationships happily. Before continuing, I invite you, if you haven't done it yet, to subscribe to the channel, to activate notifications, clicking on the little bell, and to communicate if you like this video, giving us a thumbs up. Share the content with who you think will benefit from it, and to comment. Leave your opinion, your questions in the section below this video. This is how you help me to grow this community that was born with the intention to sharing information and inspiration for women and also for men who identify with this goal of making those women prosperous and fulfilled entrepreneurs. Let's start with the 6 features of the full-fledged multi-millionaire women entrepreneur. The first is they have a 360 degrees intelligence. By that, I mean so much for their brain power like their emotional intelligence. These women like to learn. They spend their life reading, investing in their personal growth. Some of them obtain very important academic degrees like Kuyong, originally from China, engineer, graduated, who is now the president of Longford Properties and real estate company with a fortune estimated in almost $2 billion. They also know how to be empathetic, surround themselves by excellent work teams, and even integrate their partners, their spouses into the business, as is the case of Rosilia Mera, founder with her husband of the Spanish textile Inditex, worldwide recognized by the Zara stores, and whose fortune was calculated at the time of her death in more of $306 million. The second characteristics of these prosperous and fulfilled businesswomen is that they overcome stereotypes. Many of them were born in very limiting social circumstances, in a violent environment with few opportunities, in a macho society, but they overcome those external limitations, as was the case of Ingram Moya, president of PepsiCo Global, born in India in a traditionalist family in a macho culture, who has become, as you know, president of this very important soft drink and snacks company. She is among the 50 women more powerful in the world, and she has also a modest personal fortune of about $190 million. Or like Oprah Winfrey, example of achieving the American dream, and who overcame personal trauma from her childhood and adolescence to become a major media and wellness entrepreneur. Oprah has a fortune of approximately $3.2 billion, in addition to a very harmonious personal life with her relationship or her partner of more than 30 years. The third feature that I have found is that these women can integrate their passion into their businesses. Through their company, through the work they do, these women realize or make their purposes come true, engaging in momentous causes that will be their legacy once they leave or they are no longer in this world. But not only a legacy for the immediate family or circle, but for society, a legacy for humanity. This is the case of Tata Harper. She's a Colombian, and she's also known as the queen of the green green skincare movement, according to Forbes magazine. She is the creator of TataHarperSkincare.com. She became by wanting to help her stepfather to live a chemical-free life and to get back his health from cancer. And through the search to help her stepfather, she learned and create her own skincare product line. It's a totally organic product line, chemical-free, and also a very thriving business. Two other examples of this integration from their passion to the business are the cases of Miranda Gray and Rebecca Campbell. Miranda is English, she's from the UK, and Rebecca is from Australia. And after their individual personal stories of rejection of their femininities, they have created very important global movements around female cyclicality, the acceptance and honoring of motherhood as a source of creativity and significance, as well as personal wealth. Although I don't have the exact figure around their personal fortunes, both Miranda and Rebecca has online businesses with hundreds of thousands of loyal followers that consider them teachers or gurus, and that add 2 million of women. And they cover, as I said, their own global movement. And in the case of Miranda, for instance, she also have communities in 15 different languages besides English. The fourth characteristic is that they have a philosophy of life that they exemplify with their own behavior and also share with their communities, their people. These successful women, in addition to create companies and making money, they share their learnings with their communities through books, foundations, as teachers in formal education, mentors, and of course, mothers and friends. For example, Tory Burch. She's the creator of the well-known design handbags firm. She also creates footwear, perfumes, clothing for women, and whose fortune is estimated in $1,000 million. She owns a foundation to support enterprising women that offers access to capital, education, and digital resources for female entrepreneurs in the US. Another interesting case or example is of the Chilean Daniela Lorca Núñez. She's the creator and director of a website for parents called babytuto.com, the first Chilean e-commerce that received more than 2 million visits daily, and it generates sales of more than $2 million a month, $5 million a month. And Daniela, based on that, Daniela has been awarded or recognized as an Endeavor businesswoman, a recognition that is granted to entrepreneurs who can achieve a global impact with their works. She openly shares the secrets of her work through the Endeavor Foundation, and she advises, start small, not get into debt, and seek profitability from day one. The fifth characteristic of the successful and fulfilled entrepreneur woman is extreme resilience. And it means not just overcome their personal or problem or changes, but also the changes or challenges that happen to their families, their suppliers, and even customers. They don't give up easily. They seek support when they are in difficult situations. They accept help. They allow themselves to be helped. They are coachables, and they resume their work with greater optimism and passion. There was the case, for instance, of Arianna Huffington, of whom I have already spoken to you before, who, after a stress collapse that almost kills her, she took a break to recover, to plan her next business move, and she sold her successful business for over $350 million, and she created a new business aimed to help people to ensure their success and well-being as they progress in their lives and in their businesses. Another wonderful case is that of the J.K. Rowling, the creator of Harry Potter. This woman happened to be totally broke, to consider stealing to feed her family, to finish the novel about the famous sorcerer's boy that catapulted her to fame and fortune. It is currently that J.K. Rowling has already more than $1 billion in assets, and the potential to continue growing her fortune through new contracts and creations around the history of Harry Potter and its characters. Finally, the 6 characteristics of businesswomen successful, prosperous, and fulfilled is their level of consciousness. Her attention to the spiritual aspects of the life. In addition to the transcendence of the self-care, the love and respect for nature, these women integrate spiritual practices in their daily lives. For instance, Padme Reed Warrior famous for becoming the first technology officer at Cisco Systems, indicates that if it weren't for her 20 minutes a day of meditation, she couldn't handle her professional occupation and her personal life. Another successful promoter of meditation is Johanna Kim, the creator of the Simple Habit, an application for meditation that is really popular and has raised a lot of venture capital or capital investments in the recent years. By the way, this relevance of meditation in the business world is due in part to the fact that Steve Jobs confessed once that an important part of his personal process of creation and innovation originated in an ancient and esoteric practice he learned, meditation practice he learned from Zen Buddhism. Practically all women entrepreneurs, full and prosperous entrepreneurs that I investigated or researched about for this and other work, they do some spiritual practice. The most common, in addition to meditation, is they include gratitude in their daily habits through journaling mostly. In conclusion, what makes a woman an entrepreneur, a successful person, prosperous and fulfilled is, number one, cultivate 360-degree intelligence. Overcome stereotypes. Integrate your personal passion to your business. Share your learnings with the community. Develop extra resilience and take care of your spirituality. And I leave you a 7th characteristics as a gift for watching the video until the end. These women adapt to changes and they use technology in their businesses. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it with friends, and participate in the growth of this community. For now, I say goodbye. Thanks for watching. Blessings for you and your business. And until a new episode of Jeanette Salvatierra TV.